Hello everyone. Today, this video is actually being filmed on September the 9th, 2022. I want to remember this date. um, I know when I put messenger in the title or whatever, some people think I'm weird. Some people might think I'm crazy, but not for a long shot, because I do believe that God places people in our lives in the timely manner that we need them to come into our lives. And I do believe that there is certain people that are sent to us to deliver a message. I do believe in that. So anyway, here's a story about a man. It was God, I don't want to lie. But I think it was, I do believe it was before COVID hit that I met him. He actually came to my house. He's a YouTuber. He came to my house and he stayed almost a week. And we got to get to know each other. I got to know his situation. He was dealing with cancer at the time. Well, he had just beat cancer, and so at that time I was dealing with my cancer situation. So he was able to share a lot of knowledge here in my household of what to expect, what not to expect, what to look forward to, what not to look forward to. And we enjoyed his company, and I got to meet his wife, and she's a sweetheart. Anyway, I got a phone call from him today. He is very, very well known here on YouTube. I call him Dougie Fresh. So a lot of people don't know that he just beat cancer again, which is throat cancer. He's had it twice and he's beat it twice, but he had to have a lot of surgeries. A lot of skin graft went into each side of his neck. He was cut from here to here. And I know they had to take a bone out because it was like, well, how can I describe it? It was almost like a flesh-eating bacteria. Like he had a hole on each side, and he had a trach too. But before they could put the trach in, they had to cut his chest open and get a Pacific bone to put into his throat so they could go in there and place the trach. And anyway, he beat that cancer right there. He's had the trach removed, but it still hurts to swallow food, beverages, or whatever. But he was doing good. Really, really good. And to me, that's like my cancer buddy, my cancer warrior, one of my good friends. But he calls me today. He waits the day after my birthday, and he calls me, and he said, Jess, I got some bad news. And I said, oh Lord, but before I tell y'all that, I gotta tell y'all this. The man was recently in the hospital. Me and Mom, we love him to death. He was recently in the hospital, and I think it was with pneumonia. And he calls us, and so we're sitting there on video call with each other, me, Mom, and him. And the nurse comes walking in his room, and the nurse says, "Hey, how you doing today, Doug?" Doug's like, "Well, I could be better." And she said, "Well, what's wrong?" Doug said, "Well, I could use a little bit of lovins." Anyway, I thought I'd throw that part in here, but he called me today and he said he had bad news. And I said, oh Lord. I said, what is it? Because I know his wife has been dealing with some situations as well, as far as the kids too. But he said he had a PET scan done. The cancer is back, but not only in his neck area, but it has spread through his stomach and his kidneys too. And He has been such a warrior, one of the strongest men that I've known. I've watched him fight this each time, and he's came out on top. And I'm telling you that moringa, I still believe in it to this day, the pure moringa. And I asked him, I said, "Are you still taking it?" He said yes, and he said he's not in any pain at all. It just hurts when he swallows, but that's about it. But as far as his kidneys and his stomach, he's not in any pain or nothing. And I think he's at the point where if surgery was put on the table, he's not going to take it. I know he says he feels fine the way he is right now, and I kind of agree with him on that, being a person that's probably done had over 130 surgeries myself. I want to explain something here. When you see someone, we may look beautiful like the way I'm presenting myself now with clothes on. But when the clothes come off, what is the word I'm looking for? It looks like we've been it almost looks like we've been a guinea pig for the doctors. I do. I'm gonna put myself out there. I do. It looks like it's like I've just been cutted and gutted, basically. And it does mess with your self-conscience, but I know it's not about what's on the outside, it's about what's on the inside, and it's about what type of person you are. And I know Doug sees it that way too, because that man has been through a lot of surgeries too, a lot of hospitalizations as far as being admitted, but he's always came out on top. And I'm gonna say, Dougie Fresh, I love you. And you're going to come out on top on this too. We just got to keep praying. And for those of y'all that do know Doug, please keep him in your prayers. Keep his family in your prayers. And I think we'll say a little prayer right here. God, please place your hands on Doug. Place your hands around his neck. Place your hands on his stomach. Place your hands on his kidney. Just take the cancer right out of his body, God. Remove it. Make him whole again. Fix his speech. Fix it to where he no longer has pain when he swallows. Make sure that the children are protected and well taken care of and looked over. Please place your hands on Mama. Place your hands specifically on her chest area, God. And make her healed, and make her be a strong woman to be able to see after everybody in her household. God, please watch over this family and remove any sickness out of this household. Be the doctor, the healer, and the provider for everyone in this house. Amen. And I know another person doesn't probably want their name mentioned here, but I know you're probably watching, and he usually does live streams, and I'm trying not to cry about both situations, but he hasn't been on YouTube in a while, but I'm still in contact with him. And, you know, a lot of us are stubborn. A lot of us will not go to the hospital. And the day you do decide to go to the hospital, you find out you go in there and they throw the book at you. I'm just going to use that for an example. And they'll say, well, I'm just going to throw out some stuff. Well, you got heart failure, you got kidney disease, you got diabetes, you got high cholesterol, you got high triglycerides, you got kidney disease, you've got fluid here and fluid there. And yeah, so when you go in like that through the emergency room, right? What does the ER doctor do? The first thing they do, they come in there with the discharge papers, and you might have 20 referrals, right? Because there's only so much that an ER doctor can do, okay? So I know you're listening. You don't have to comment, but you know you're always in our prayers as well. And I always thank you for reaching out to me. Happy belated birthday to you, by the way. And we're going to all get through. And take any negative thoughts out of your mind. I want y'all to take these negative words out of your vocabulary, because at the end of the day, it's about staying positive. I know we don't feel like shit some days, okay? I understand that. But that doesn't mean to put negative words in your vocabulary and in your mouth. Always speak positive and think positive, because at the end of the day, we all have children. If something was to happen to one of us, what do you think is going to happen to our babies? And so I want y'all to know that. And at the end of the day, God has the last say. God is the doctor, the healer, and the provider. And you have to stay prayed up. You have to eat right. You have to take the right medication to stay healthy, okay? And we're going to all see each other through this. And if you got this far in the video, if you could just drop a prayer emoji or something nice you would like to say, that's fine. But a prayer emoji, a candle, anything would be nice for my friend Dougie Fresh and my other good friend here on YouTube. I'm going to say it again. Positive, 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 positive. And y'all know what time it is. It's time for the warriors to come out, right? So never ever forget. And I think I'll be making a visit soon to go see my Dougie Fresh. I love y'all. And Mama, if you see this, you get to feeling better too. And I gotta find a way to get down there, but I did link up with somebody to where I think I can get a ride down there, but I got a situation that I gotta take care of myself too. So, but I will be making some type of arrangements. I'm just waiting on Monday to get here because I got a lot of phone calls I gotta make, but I love y'all. Positivity, okay? And that's love from me and everybody in this circle, okay?